Hello my gorgeous makeup loving friends, how's it going? Welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Teresa. Happy almost New Year. I did get a request not that long ago to use the Natasha Denona Xenon palette, specifically the Midi one, and I thought what a great time to do that and do a New Year's Eve sort of a look. So if you want to see how I did this and just generally hang out with me, that is what this video is all about, so do please keep on watching. So I'm starting off by using this Gloss Gods M04 and I'm going into the lightest shade in the palette. It's called Contrail, and I'm just taking that and putting that on the outside of the eye. Now I will say the mattes have quite a bit of kick up, so keep that in mind. You are going to want to do your eyes first, but I do think it's very pretty so far. This is very much like a New Year's Eve holiday type of an eye look, which is exactly what I was going for. Is it a bit much? Possibly, but I quite like it. I mean, I did kind of stop myself from adding gems, so I was like, no, you're going out. This is, by the way, I'm getting ready to go out for Christmas Eve, so you know, try not to be like too much, but also the right amount of much. I'm hoping you've all had a very, very nice Christmas and that you got everything that you wanted or needed. Myself and Sahil decided we weren't going to do like Christmas presents because it's like, we don't need anything. Like we're fine. We'll just like put money aside for like experiences, or if we want to give money to charity or whatever, which is partly what we've done, is like put money towards specific causes that we care about. But like, I mean, we didn't need anything, which is, can I just say, like such a part of privilege where you're like, we don't need anything. Let's not just get presents just because there's an obligation to do so. So we kind of went, no, we'll just spend time together, enjoy each other's company. Who needs anything other than that? So as you can see, pigment, really nice, not much of an issue with having that come up. And I will say, I don't have like a very, very pale base on. It is a mix of P. Louise, like the lightest shade, and MAC's Paint Pot in Soft Ochre. So when the two of them mixed together, it is very flesh toned. But this is still managing to come up quite well, in my opinion. Making sure that I have a good amount here. I can hear Sahil walking around upstairs. Yeah. And then I'm taking a blank canvas E10 and I'm going to basically the next shade up in terms of mattes, and this is the shade Blizzard. And I'm going to say it right now, like this palette needed a black, and I know why she didn't include it, because she's like, oh, there's a black in the mini Xenon, so have the two of them. I'm on to you, Natasha, in your crafty little ways, trying to get us to buy all of your products. I'm not falling for it. I mean, I have basically all of her stuff, but like, I get it, you know, she didn't want to dupe it and have like another thing in there, but it's a pity. But I did try to just use this palette and not like link anything else in. But I think that is one of the things that is missing. But you can bring that in with the mini Xenon. I'm just like, you crafty little thing, you. But to be fair, like all of her palettes are basically constructed in such a way that you can remove the pans. So you can just add in like that black matte if you want. I do feel like this shade is a little bit too similar in colour to the other one. You probably didn't need the two, but hey ho, there we go. And now I'm taking a Cosmic Brushes brush and I'm going into the shade Snert. And I have no idea what a snert is. Can somebody tell me? Does anyone have any ideas? I also, like, just before I started using this shade, I heard like a car just driving down. By the way, we're in the countryside, so like somebody is like boy racing out in the countryside on Christmas Eve. Really? What's the rush? What's the rush at this point? I don't know. It was just like very strange, because normally you don't hear anything other than like tractors and stuff around here. So I don't know. I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing running around at this time of the year, just making all the noise, you silly goose? Like this is like, I think the deepest matte. Everything else is like all shimmery, satiny shades. So, I mean, I still think it's pretty, you know, I think it's nice, in my opinion. But sure, what do I know? I know nothing. And to be fair, the lovely Janet, who is one of my YouTube members, was like, yes, please do a video with this for a New Year's Eve look. So this is for you, Janet. This is a dedicated video just for you. Nobody else can watch this. It's only for Janet. Also, I absolutely adore Janet because like she has the same like lust for makeup as me, and I feel like every time I'm talking about a new release, I can almost hear her being like, yeah, I want that one too. And I'm like, oh girl, we're the same. We're the same. She actually tends to like go for very similar sort of colour stories to me, so she's not afraid of the colour, and I enjoy that. This is what I love about YouTube, is just meeting other people who like love things in the same way that I do, so that I don't feel like all by myself over here. Because like there's no one in my like day-to-day life that like loves makeup in the way that I do. So it's just great to meet people who love this in this way. Like it's very freeing, isn't it? Or is that just me? I think it's great. And now I'm taking my Zoeva 225 and I'm going into the shade Night Sky. And as I said, you don't have like a dark matte. This is like a dark sort of a shimmery shade. So I'm just kind of buffing that there and bringing it in, because I do plan on cutting it out to some degree. I know, I'm so innovative doing like a cut crease. But to be fair, it's hard to do like a cut crease with this sort of a shape when you have hooded eyelids like me, because my eyelids are just like, no. And I was talking to somebody recently in like my comments, and they're like, yeah, blepharoplasty isn't gonna like do anything. Like a blepharoplasty is where you have like your eyelids done. I love that we're at that point of cosmetic procedures that we're like, yeah, I'm gonna get my eyelids done. And she was like saying like a facelift would make more sense, and I can kind of see that. So I'm like, I'm not gonna get one yet, but I would never say no, you know? I don't think there's any shame in such things. You know, I'm all for, you know, your body, your choice. You do whatever the hell you want to do. And now I'm just taking this Morphe brush. It was one that came in, you know, the Jefferson Starship collection. My goodness, how quickly that partnership all fell apart. And just meshing everything together in a very lackadaisical way. And I'm going to go and cut out this particular shape. I'll do that off camera because let's be real, it is boring. I want to try and have the eyes match, like be sisters, at least in the same general family. I don't know. So I think I can do that better if I'm off camera, one would hope. So I've cut out the shape that I wanted to, and I'm using this Artitude Cosmetics silicone brush. I absolutely love this. And I'm going into the shade Super Ionic. It's quite silvery. And I love using this because, you know, it gives you a little bit of precision, but you also don't end up wasting any product. Like, look, there's nothing left there. It's fabulous. So if you don't want to use your fingers, just keep that in mind. This is a great tool for this. And she came out with a couple of different shapes, which was very, very handy, in my opinion. So I'm just popping that there. I will say, I started off, you know, with the liner using Midnight Cowboy, and that was kind of okay, but I think you see I've had that for so long that it just wasn't great. So then I put a little bit of OPV No Limit on top. So in case you're wondering what the story is, it's technically two different glitters. So just keep that in mind. And I used half magic glitter as well. Don't worry, I'll talk you through that as if you're sitting there worried. Can you imagine? Oh, I'm so worried that Teresa won't tell me about a thing that she did. Yeah. Nobody's worried, Teresa. Nobody cares. But you can see this is a nice way to put it on. I also did take a break and made myself some tea. So I'm just gonna pop a little bit more on with the finger. Oh, so pretty. Such a nice palette, you know, but I am a little bit biased. And then I'm using this spatula again, and I'm going into Snowbow. And this is much more pinky toned because I wanted to have something that it wasn't like quite as like blue toned, because a lot of this grey is very like steely blue. So I was like, this could be quite nice. So just thought it would liven it up a little bit. And I mean, we're basically there. I am just using this blank canvas E10 to just kind of brush here, make it a little bit more gentle. You see, I do have a bit of fallout, but that's all right. That's what makeup wipes are for. We're not gonna worry. I'll actually show you the little glitter that I have. It's this half magic one. I can't remember the name of it. Anyways, it's this one and it looks so pretty. It's a holographic-y one. And all I'm gonna do is just put a bit here and here. I know, so complicated. And just tap it out. Tap, 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 tap. Just so I have like a little bit of a highlight there and a little bit of a highlight there. It's so pretty. I regret nothing. Oh, I'm so spiky sparkling. I'm taking my Zoeva brush again and I'm going back into Night Sky because I want to have a little bit of that colour under the eye. And I'm just kind of drawing it down here. Don't worry about precision. Again, that's what we have makeup wipes for. Future Teresa is going to sort all of that out. Everything will be fine. Also, if you can hear music in the background and a shower, that's Sahil. He likes to play his music very, very loudly. And then lastly, I'm just taking this Colour Drain brush and I'm going into the shade Spoosh, which I really need to get a dictionary and look up what that actually means. Because it must be a word, or is she just making things up? Hard to know. And just popping that there. Again, no major precision, don't worry. I'll be cleaning all that up later, but I want something there. Thank goodness for makeup wipes, you know? What would we do without them? But yeah, that's essentially it. Obviously, I'm going to be putting on the liner, etc. And I have like a little bit of an attempt at a cat liner. Not that I'm very good at it, but I did try. And that is, my gorgeous friends, essentially it. But I'll come back in a little bit and show you what it all looks like together. Because, I mean, none of it looks right until you put everything together. Okay, I have finished and I did try to do my hair. It didn't go that great, but hey ho, there we go. It is what it is. In case you're wondering what the lip is, oh, it's me doing a Natasha Denona thing again. It is the lip liner and the lipstick in the shade Gigi. I just thought it was kind of perfect for this time of year and I kind of can't say no to a red lip. It's a bit of a problem. The eye look is finished. It's very, very simple. I'll zoom you in right now. So this is it. I've kind of been enjoying doing a lot more of like a flick on the inside corner, doing a little bit of a cat eye. I quite like it. This is so like a smoky. Can I just say also that glitter liner from Half Magic, the holographicness that it adds is just so fun. And of course this is it without the glasses on, and I mean, I wish I didn't have to wear glasses because the glasses kind of obscure a lot of this, but I do think this is kind of perfect for this time of year and it's not crazy difficult to do either. So this is what it looks like with just one light on. I'm going to zoom you in now so you can see the eye look a little bit better. So you can see it went quite heavy on the eyeliner here, but you can still make out that sort of imprint there of the kind of cut crease that I went for. And I think it is quite simple, but it looks very, very nice. And I've put a half lash with it as well, which I think has worked pretty darn well. So my gorgeous friends, that's it. That's the end of the video. Did you like the look? Have you got this palette? Are you enjoying it as well? Because I do think this is really nice. Is it necessarily my favourite Natasha Denona release of this year? Hard to say. Maybe I should do a favourites video. Would anyone be interested in that? I don't know. Maybe I'm talking to myself. But anyways, my gorgeous friends, thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Do please like, comment and subscribe. All of those things help to a frightening degree. And do please share, because sharing is caring, except of course for STDs, in which case, just wrap it up. Don't be gross, but that's it. That's the end of this video and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.